want to welcome you to tonight's game. We're at the Bloomfield Gym where the Bloomfield Wildcats take on the Gideon Bulldogs. I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs. Bloomfield Wildcats and the Gideon Bulldogs, both Tommy, come in with a record of 3-6.
We saw Bloomfield play several times, saw Gideon play once down the Clarkson tournament. Both of them good teams, both of them's going to get after you. The Boone boy from Gideon, I was really impressed with him down at Clarkson. And I think it'll be a pretty good battle between him and Doobie in the center if he comes in there and brings it in there. But I look for a good ball game tonight.
Both teams come in very evenly matched. Tommy, underclassmen, and yet they've got some strength. I think that Doomie boy is going to play strong inside. Kurt Doomie. I think Kyle Williamson will control the outside and the outside shooting for Bloomfield. On the other hand, Jordan Boone, a very good, strong forward. He can drive, he can shoot. He's an all-around player, and his name, along with Williamson, comes up in everybody's conversation when you're talking basketball on the boot hill.
Well, that's true, and both teams have some real good supporting cast too. You know, Bloomfield's got some boys that plays very, very tough. I mean, they'll take that ball in there and they'll pound that board, and they play good defense. So Gideon's got to be ready tonight, and I'm sure the coach has got them ready.
Well, we expect a good ball game. We want you to sit back and enjoy it on Channel 21. Folks, we may have some exciting news for you in the next couple of weeks. We don't want to break it now. We're trying a few things, and I think you're going to be excited where Channel 21 is going. We appreciate all the comments about the basketball games that we've been doing, and we hope that you tell all the sponsors how much you enjoy them sponsoring the basketball games. Again, sit back. We're going to take it back to the station for a break, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Shelton's Business Machines in Malden has copy machines, fax phones, computers, supplies, multifunctional digital products. That's Shelton's Business Machines. Give them a call today at 276-4803. Outside the Malden area, call toll-free at 1-800-339-4803. Shelton's Business Machines, located at the north entrance of Malden at the four-way stop sign. Turn and go east across the railroad tracks. Business located on the left. Shelton's Business Machines for all your business machines. They not only sell, but they service what they sell. Shelton's Business Machines in Malden. Well, welcome back to the Bloomfield Gym, and as we're getting ready to start tonight's game, the referees tonight, Todd Turlington, Matt Kinney, Jason Leip. The coaches for the Gideon Bulldogs, the head coach, Josh Campbell. He's assisted by Jim Brees and Joey Kerperian. And the Bloomfield coach, head coach, is Dave Lanning, assisted by Brian Garnett. Tommy, if you want to introduce the Gideon Bulldogs as they're brought out, I'll take the Bloomfield Wildcats. How's that?
That sounds good. Pretty good crowd tonight, Bill. Starting for the Gideon Bulldogs, number 12, a 5'7" junior, Travis Miller. Also starting a 5'9" junior, number 20, Jared Foster. Number 23, a 5'11" junior, Dustin Horde. Number 32, the big man inside, 6'3" junior, Jordan Boone. Also rounding out the starting lineup will be number 44, a 6'1" senior, Luke Stafford.
Well, the Bloomfield Wildcats come into this game along with the Gideon Bulldogs with records of 3 wins, 6 losses. The starting lineups for the Bloomfield Wildcats at number 15, a 6' junior, Kyle Rogers. Number 22, a 6' junior, Kyle Williamson. Number 24, a 5'9" senior, David Clary. A 5'7" senior, number 25, Cody Smith. And the big man in the center, 6'4", number 50, he's a senior, Kurt Doomie.
Kurt Doomie, just a good, solid basketball player.
He is, and does a good job. He's also, and we've mentioned this almost every broadcast that we've caught Bloomfield, he is the president of the Missouri Beta Club. And I was talking to him tonight. He's already been to Indianapolis to a convention out there for those folks. And he said basketball has slowed his travel down, but when the season's over, he plans on picking that up and really getting after it.
Well, that's good. He's a very nice young man.
Yes, he is. We're ready for basketball action. Again, the officials, Todd Turlington, Matt Kinney, and Jason Leip. Jumping center for the Gideon Bulldogs will be Jordan Boone, and for the Bloomfield Wildcats will be Kurt Doomey. First time we've done a televised game for Gideon. We will be at the Gideon Gym come next week doing Gideon and Richland.
Right.
Bloomfield will control. Williamson gets the tip, goes down and scores it. Kyle Williamson got the tip and wasted no time. He ducked his head and went down and scored. Nice tip that time by Doomey.
Bloomfield long score.
No. Foster with a basketball, and he gives it over to Stafford. Stafford tried to pitch over and lost the handle on it. Out of bounds. Cody Smith tried to save it.
Cody Smith, a lot of hustle on him. Good job.
Cody does a good job handling the basketball against the pressure, and Bloomfield, I thought, looked very good in the tournament.
Oh, I did too.
They just happened to be in a bad bracket.
Yes, they did.
Foster with a basketball. Tries to hit Miller with it, and ball bounced out of bounds. Turnover on the Gideon Bulldogs. Tommy, you want to keep up with the turnovers? Can you do that?
Yeah, sure will.
Cody Smith with a basketball. Gideon in a man-to-man. Rogers back to Smith. Smith tries a baseline, puts up a little one-handed layup, hit the backboard, will not go. And with the rebound that time was Travis Miller. He tries to drive the length of the floor, but he's going to be fouled. The first foul of the game is going to be on number 22, Kyle Williamson. First foul on Bloomfield. First foul on Bloomfield, and the first foul on Kyle Williamson. Stafford inbound the ball, gets it to Boone. Boone throws underneath, back to Stafford, puts it up and in. Nice give and go that time.
Was. Nice shot.
Yep. Stafford inbounds the ball and just makes a break toward the basket. Boone hits him with it and up and in from about 10 feet out. Ball thrown into Doomey. Boone on him, tried to give back to a cutting Smith as he tried to cut the lane. The ball tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Scores 2-2, just underway with 6:56 to go in the first quarter. Glad that you're joining us for the Gideon and Bloomfield basketball game. Bloomfield's in white, Gideon's in black. Smith with the basketball from the three-point line. No good. Rebound tipped up that time by Boone and pulled down by Stafford. Stafford down the court to Miller. Miller drives in, puts up a shot. No good. Boone goes up high and gets it, and he's going to be fouled. The foul is going to be on Kyle Rogers, his first, Bloomfield's second. Going to the line to shoot two for the Gideon Bulldogs will be Jordan Boone. You'll hear his name a lot tonight. First one up, scores it. Boone had an early injury early in the season, Tommy, as he had a turned ankle.
Yes, he did.
And he's just getting stronger. We saw him play in the Clarkton tournament, and he said he was about 80%. If he had been 100%, don't tell him what he'd have done.
That's right.
Doomey with the rebound on the second shot missed free throw by Boone. Gives the ball to Williamson. Williamson to Rogers. Over to Smith. Smith inside the Doomey. Doomey likes it in the paint. Turnaround jump shot in and out. Rebound that time by Stafford of the Bloomfield Wildcats. He throws over to Foster. Ball tipped out of bounds by Williamson. Gideon will control at their defensive end. Foster with the basketball. Both teams in a man-to-man, Tommy.
Yeah, they are.
Foster still with the basketball, drives in, tried to kick out to Boone. Boone gets it from the three-point line. No good. Rebound that time on the floor to Rogers. Over to Smith. Bloomfield running with the basketball. Push it up the floor. Now they set it up. Doomey's inside and has the ball slapped away. Gideon on a break. Now they pull it back. Ball carried that time by, a turnover that time by Luke Stafford as the ball got away from him, switching from his right hand to his left. Everybody's treated us real nice up here, haven't they? The Gideon people and the Bloomfield people, they just thrilled to death. We're up here doing the basketball game. Folks, let me tell you, it's a pleasure for us to do the game.
Oh, it sure is.
Williamson with the basketball. Down to Smith. Smith's in the corner with it. Use that left hand. He's going to drive in the paint, puts it up, scores it.
Scored it. Nice shot.
Cody Smith, a nice drive that time. 8-foot jump shot. He extends very well for a 5'7" guy. Gets up well, has good wrist action, good form. Ball down in the corner to Miller. Miller to Horde. Horde to Foster. Foster inside the lane, pulls it back. Still with the basketball to Boone. Boone working against Doomey. Puts it up, and Doomey is going to foul him. Foul Boone. That's the third foul on Bloomfield. The first foul on, that's actually third foul on Bloomfield. Kurt Dumey's first. Bloomfield on top, 4-3. To the line to shoot twos, Jordan Boone. Boone's first one up, good. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Boone started for Gideon last year as a sophomore. Second one good. 3 for 4. Gideon on top, 5-4 over the Wildcats. 5:15 to go. A turnover on by Bloomfield. Boone with the basketball. He drives in, puts the layup in, scores
nice scoop shot.
Yeah, nice scoop shot. And what a nice save that time by Travis Miller.
Sure was.
That Gideon got to keep the ball. Williamson with the basketball to Rogers, over to Smith. Smith from 3, puts it up, scores it. Cody Smith with 5. Game tied, 7-7, 4:50 to go. First quarter. Boone with the basketball, drives into paint, kicks the ball out to Miller. Miller drives in, gives it back to Boone. Boone to Horde. Horde from 3 out there, no good. Rebound that time by Cody Smith. Smith with the basketball, gets in the center of the court, still has it, drives in, tries to kick over to Williamson. Ball tipped out of bounds that time by Travis Miller. Good defense on the Bulldogs.
Very good. Cody Smith gets that ball, he takes it down.
I tell you what, the young man does a good job handling the ball. We saw him in the tournament up here, and a lot of pressure put on him, and it didn't seem to bother him.
No, it didn't.
Ball kicked into Dumey. Dumey inside is going to be called for walking. She tried to go around Boone.
He did.
I tell you, Boone's letting Dumey have the ball inside. I mean, he's not fronting him at all, and not on the side of him, trying to deflect the pass. So I think he feels comfortable that I can handle him. Driving in and kicking off that time to Jordan Boone. Boone with the missed shot. Williamson with the basketball. Bloomfield off and running. Williamson has the ball taken away that time by Travis Miller. Nice defense. We're going to have a foul on David Clary of the Bloomfield Wildcats. His first, Bloomfield's fourth. Williamson went in, and what a nice defensive play that time by Travis Miller.
That's exactly right.
So he tipped the ball out of the hands of Williamson. From the corner for 3 is Boone. No good. The ball tipped around there. Saved that time. Nice hustle that time by Rogers. Bloomfield with a 2-on-1. Clary drives in, puts it up. No good. Tipped up by Williamson. Gets it back. No good. Ball tipped out. Bloomfield still has control. Nice shot put up that time by Smith. He scores it. Cody Smith with 7 in the quarter. 7 of the 9 of the Bloomfield Wildcats. Bloomfield 9. Gideon 7 with 3:35 to go in the opening period.
These teams pretty well matched.
Yes, they are. We're going to see a barn burner.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to have one.
We are. Turnover that time by Miller as he got just a little bit out of control. We've got a timeout on the floor with 3:26 to go in the first quarter. Bloomfield 9, Gideon 7. We'll be right back in just a moment. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
I was talking to some of the Gideon people before the game, was telling them that we were coming over there, I think, twice next week. They was pretty excited about it. They was glad that we're filming their games. Is it next week we're going twice?
I think we're going once, and we're going to catch Bernie and Dexter on Friday night at Bernie.
Okay. That's Cody Smith's got a good quarter going now. He's got seven of the 9 Bloomfield points. Kyle Williamson has the other 2. On the other side, Jordan Boone has 5, and Stafford has 2. And it's just been a good game, up and down game. Yep. Good defense, good matchup in the inside between Boone and Kurt Dumey. And as you said, I think we're going to have a good game here.
Yep. Cody Smith with the basketball, play back in action, gives to Clary. Clary's out front, kicks it off to Rogers inside. There's going to be a foul that time. Reach in by Luke Stafford. That's his first, Gideon's first. Bloomfield will retain possession of the basketball. They'll take it out of bounds on the sidelines. Cody Smith, quarterback of the team, gives the ball inside to Rogers. Rogers still with the basketball. Double team there. Kicks it back out to Smith. Bloomfield going with the double high post. Boy, ball taken away. A nice save and kick back that time to Miller. Miller puts it up and in. Will not go. Rebound Clary. Clary down the floor. He sees Williamson alone. Williamson puts it up, scores it. Kyle Williamson with his second basket. He's on a snowbird that time, and David Clary with the assist. Nice drive by Jordan Boone. We're going to have a blocking foul on Kurt Dumey, his second, Bloomfield's fifth, with 2:48 to go in the first quarter. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names in your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs. They haven't given Bloomfield the points yet.
I don't think so.
No, something must be wrong with the clock. It's 11-7 is what the score is, according to us. Now, they are the official score down there. Official score is Lonnie Hutchison, not Stan Durham with the clock, but he's changed it now. It's 11-7. Boone with a drive on the baseline, puts a layup up and in. Jordan Boone will do that all night long.
Yes,
if you leave him alone, he's going to shoot the three. If you come out on him, he's going to drive.
That's right.
And he doesn't mind going down the left side. That might be his strongest side, the left side. Nice turnaround jump shot that time by Dumey, but off the mark. Rebounded on the floor that time is Rogers. Rogers with the basketball, kicks it over to Smith. Smith's going to drive with it, picks it up. Tried to hit Dumey with it. The ball saved by David Clary. Clary with the basketball. Gives it to Smith. Bloomfield's going to reset. Give it to Williamson. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Dumey give and go that time. Try to get back to Williamson. Taken away by Boone. Boone with the basketball. Kicks it over to Foster. Foster goes in. It's going to be a foul on the floor by David Clary. It's going to be his second. Bloomfield's sixth. The next foul, the rest of the half.
That's right. Gideon
will be in a 1-and-1.
Kurt Dumey's shot's just a little bit off. He's getting his good shot in there. That good little turnaround jumper he's got. He's normally pretty good on that. It'll start falling for him in a little while.
Terry Clay in for the Gideon Bulldogs. Going out is Luke Stafford. Boone with the basketball at the top of the key. Gives the ball over to Foster. Foster down to Horde. Horde back to Foster. Ball taken away that time by David Clary. Clary with the ball. Now he's going to be fouled. That time a reach-in foul by Terry Clay, his first. Gideon second with 1:37 to go in this opening period. Bloomfield will inbound the ball on the side. 11-9, Bloomfield on top. I think it's going to be a close game all the way through.
I don't think one team's going to run away with it.
I think the spectators are going to be treated to a good game. I think our TV viewers are going to enjoy watching this game.
I think so.
That's just good basketball right here. Both teams just feeling each other out. Inside the lane is Smith. He gives the ball to a jump shot that time put up by Rogers. He missed it, and there was a rebound and a foul on the play. Foul goes against Kurt Dumey. That's his third foul in the first quarter. He's going to be coming out. Going in for him is going to be Blake Harris. Bloomfield's going to lose a lot of size right there.
Sure
Williamson's going to have to fill a big void. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 is going to be Jordan Boone. He is 3 from 4 from there in the first quarters. He has 7 in this quarter. First one up is good. Gets the bonus. Just good, steady ball player.
Yeah, he sure is.
Gets the job done. Very quiet. Second one up, in and out. Rebound that time by Williamson. Boone 4 for 6 from the line. He has 8 of Gideon's 10 points. Ball taken away by the Bulldogs. Miller with it. Kicks the ball over to Clay, and we're going to have a charge foul. Good defense that time on David Clary as Travis Miller passed the ball and kept going. He didn't stop. And Clary that time set himself on defense and drew the charging foul. It's the third foul on Gideon in the period. 11-10, Gideon on top, or Bloomfield on top of Gideon. Foster with a basketball for the Wildcats. Tries to throw underneath to a cutting Blake Harris. Harris put the shot up, missed it, and Williamson puts up a shot, and he's going to be fouled. Foul that time on Horde. Dustin Horde, he's a 5'11 junior, his first. Gideon's fourth. Williamson to line to shoot two. His first one up will not go. Williamson has 4 1/4. Cody Smith has 7. Next one up, scores it. Those two guys have got the 12 points for
Yeah, they do.
Bloomfield, and Luke Stafford has 2 and 8 by Jordan Boone, and that's the 2 that have scored for Gideon. 12-10 with 35 seconds to go. Clay has it, gives it to Boone. Boone to Foster. He drives in, kicks
nice
it back
pass.
to Boone. Good pass, good catch, good hands, puts it up and in. We've got a tied game, 12-12 with 20 seconds to go in the first period. Been a good fast quarter.
It sure has. But nice quarter.
Ball to Rogers. Rogers down to Clary. Clary puts it up and in, puts it up and then it goes in. David Clary, his first 2, a nice pass that time by Kyle Rogers. We're down to 5 seconds to go. Ball to Boone, the ball tipped around. It went over his head, the ball taken away. I tell you, this Miller is a hustler, isn't he? Look at Clary.
Is.
As the horn goes off, the end of the first quarter, it's the Bloomfield Wildcats 14 and the Gideon Bulldogs 12. We'll be right back in just a minute.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plainer steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex, Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Tell you what, it's been a good quarter. Bloomfield still holding a 2-point lead with Kurt Doomey on the bench with 3 fouls. He's about the only player in foul trouble. He has 3. David Clary has 2. No one really in foul trouble for the Gideon Bulldogs. We have about 4 players with 1 foul each, and it's just been a real good play first quarter.
Yeah, I've enjoyed watching it. Both teams working hard defensively, trying to do some things offensively, and tell you what, Boone is the player.
Yes, he is. He sure is.
I've been impressed with Cody Smith tonight. He shot the ball well. Of course, he handles the ball well, and he's not afraid to go in. If he's got the open shot, he'll take it. If not, he dishes off. Of course, he looks to Williamson because Williamson is he's a go-to man also.
He sure is.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Well, Boone and Stafford's got the scoring for Gideon. Looks like Boone's got 10 points and Stafford's got 2. That makes up for the 12 for the Gideon Bulldogs. Williamson has 5, Clary 2, and Cody Smith 7.
Yep. Eric Hendricks is on our camera tonight. We failed to mention him. He does a great job for us and does each and every game. And tell you what, being a cameraman, you think it's easy, but I tried it a little bit in Bloomfield tournament. I got to watching the game, and the camera was at one end, the ball was at the other.
Now, Eric does a good job.
Play with the basketball. It gives it to Foster. Foster to Miller, back to Foster. Horrid has it now. Gideon still with that man, or Bloomfield still with the man-to-man. Miller's going to try to set an offense. Gives the ball over to Foster. Inside to Boone. Boone kicks that ball out. Oh, he had a chance at a three-pointer there. Never looked. Play with the basketball. Miller has it to Horde. Horde's going to drive. Ball taken away in there. Smith with the basketball. He's going to pull it out. And Miller is going to be called for the foul. Travis Miller, it's going to be his second. Gideon's fifth. 7:13 to go in the second period. Score still 14-12. Bloomfield on top of Gideon. Blake Harris with the basketball, passes inside. The ball taken away that time, and a foul going to be called on Terry Clay. It's going to be his second, Bloomfield's sixth. Next foul by Gideon will put Bloomfield in the 1-1. Clary with the basketball. Give and go at time. Clary, nice running layup. David Clary, his fourth point. Biggest lead, 16-12 by the Bloomfield Wildcats. Boy, it's warm up here tonight, Tom.
Yes, it is. It sure is.
Foster to Clay, to Boone. Back to Foster. To Horde. Hey, Bloomfield's defense is doing a good job stopping him. A good save that time by Boone. Boone with the basketball, uses that left hand, kicks it over to Clay. Clay comes in, tries to put up a shot, and they're going to have a foul that time on David Clary. It's going to be his third. With 6:17 to go in the second period, Bloomfield with two players with three fouls. That's Clary and Doomey. Going the line to shoot two is going to be Terry Clay. He's a 5'10 senior. First one up, in and out. Second one up, off the front of the rim. Rebound that time by Kyle Rogers of the Wildcats. Ball thrown down that time. Tried to hit Harris. Ball taken away. And in for the layup is Jordan Boone. Boone with 12 of the 14 of Gideon. He's going to have a big night like he does every night. Oh, nice pass that time. Rogers with the shot, or will not go. Rebound that time by Gideon. Ball kicked down to Miller. Miller puts it up, will not go. Rebound Clary. Clary with the basketball, 16-14. Bloomfield on top with 5:40 to go in this first half. Nice drive that time by Kyle Rogers, but he walked. Took too many steps. Garnett comes in for David Clary. Tony Garnett, a 5'4 senior. He always does a nice job when he comes off the bench. Yes.
Real quick. He'll get after you.
All that time thrown away by the Gideon Bulldogs as Foster tried to hit Miller down in the corner and threw the ball over him. Garnett with the basketball. To Rogers, to Smith. Still with the ball is Smith, and it's going to be a reach-in foul that time on Travis Miller. It's going to be his third foul. We've got three guys with three fouls with 5:11 to go in this first in the first half.
Sure, yeah.
Miller comes out, and Travis Miller comes out. Curtis Miller comes in. Curtis Miller's a freshman. He played in that JV game. Ball put up that time on the first free throw by Cody Smith. His first points of the second half, or second quarter. He scores it. His second one coming up. In and out. Rebound that time by Horde. Horde to Boone. Boone loses the ball out of bounds. Ball goes back over to the Wildcats. 17-14. Smith with the basketball is trying to hit inside to Rogers, and ball tipped around. Gideon has it on a run. A nice layup that time by Jared Foster. Came in at an angle and was very fast and still got it in off balance. Nice shot, 17-16. Gideon cuts it to one. Williamson working the post now. Turnaround jump shot, in and out. Rebound by Boone. Boone has it. We got a reach in that time by Blake Harris, his first. Going the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jordan Boone. They're going to post Williamson up, it looks like. Yeah. Looks like he's going to go against Horde. I hadn't seen who Boone's guarding.
No, I haven't either.
Boone shot up and good. He gets the bonus. Boone is 5 for 7 in the first half. He'll go to the free throw line a lot because he handles the basketball and he drives with it. Second one up, good. Gideon on top, 18-17. First time they've been on top in a while.
Sure is.
Smith with the basketball. Oh, what a nice touch pass that time by Williamson, hitting a breaking Blake Harris. But we're going to have a push foul on Dustin Horde, his second. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Kyle Williamson. He's 1 for 2 from there tonight. Shot up, in and out, will not go. Ball tipped up and almost in that time by Rogers. Boone with a rebound. Gideon off and running. Boone has the ball. Kicks it over on the sideline to Foster. Foster pulls it back out, gives it to Horde. Horde thought about it. He's going to drive in, puts up a running layup. No good. Rebound Boone. Boone inside, puts it up. No good. Rebound that time by Smith. Smith with the basketball right down the center. He's running with the basketball, pulls it back out. 4 minutes to go. Kicks the ball into Rogers. Rogers along the side. Kicks it into Garnett. Garnett with the ball back out to Rogers. Rogers from way out, no good. Rebound that time by Horde. Gives it to Boone. Boone slings it over to Foster. Gideon with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Inside to Boone. Watch him go to work. Nice shot. Jordan Boone going against Williamson. Williamson a little bit shorter. 20-17, Gideon with a 3-point lead. Ball tipped in there by Clay, but back to Smith. Smith's going to put it up from 6. Jump shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Williamson. He puts it up, going to be fouled. The ball goes in. Kyle Williamson will go to the line to try to convert on a 3-point play. He has 7 in the game. Brings Bloomfield within 1. Coming in for the Gideon Bulldogs is Luke Stafford. Going out is Jordan Boone.
Jordan Boone deserves a rest. He's worked awful hard in there.
Yes, he has. Williamson shot up. No good. Rebound that time by Horde. Gives the ball to Foster. Gideon still on top by 1, 20-19. With the ball is Miller. He drives in, puts it up. It's going to be fouled. This young man's just a freshman. He played a great B game.
Yes, he did.
Although his team was defeated, but I guarantee you, he was out there because we sat on the sidelines that last quarter, and you thought that it was a tied game. That's the way right. He was playing.
It sure was. He was still going hard.
That's right. Free throw by Curtis Miller put up, no good. First one, he get the second one now. Both teams are in the double bonus for the rest of the first half. Second one up, scores it. Curtis Harris with his first points tonight in the varsity game. He had several in the JV game. Gideon on top, 21-19, just under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Ball thrown down to Rogers, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebound that time by Miller. Miller still with the basketball. Gives it to Foster. Foster to Clay. Clay still with the ball. Garnett's on him. That's number 3 guarding number 3.
Yeah.
It's going to be a push foul that time on Tony Garnett. His first foul. Going the line to shoot 2 is going to be Terry Clay, and he's 0 for 2 from the line tonight. We've got a timeout on the floor as Coach Lanning wants to talk it over with his Wildcats. It's Gideon 21, Bloomfield 19. We'll be right back.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Well, it's been a real nice game. Gideon's taking the lead, 21-19. Bloomfield's Kyle Doobie on the bench with 3 fouls. And another player with 3 fouls for Gideon is Clary. And you know, you don't want to be behind, but the Bloomfield coach has got to feel a little comfort to know that his high scorer is sitting on the bench and they're staying this close. But Gideon's playing a nice game. Boone's had a nice game. Took him out a while ago for a rest, and I'm sure he deserves it.
I think you said Clary had 3 fouls for the Bulldogs. It should be for the Wildcats.
I'm sorry, for the Wildcats. Yeah.
Well, I get them mixed up too, so you're not the only one.
Okay.
I was glad to know that you finally made a mistake after all these games you've done with me.
Well, I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. Been a nice game.
I think our viewers know by now. We try to show no partiality.
Yes,
we just want to see a good ball game. We're seeing a good ball game. Boone is going to come in. They will not allow him to come in during the first free throw.
Right.
He'll have to come in at the second free throw. Terry Clay, a 5'10 senior, to the line to shoot 2. His first one up, scores it. He'll now get the second one. Coming in is Jordan Boone. Oh, he's going in for the shooter. That's probably why they wouldn't let him come in. He said, "I want to go in and shoot for you, Terry," but. He's short on that one. Clay knew he was coming in or coming out if he made it, so he said, "I'll miss it." Smith with the basketball. Drives the lane, puts it up. Good.
Nice drive, Smith.
Cody Smith. His first field goal of the second half. Has 10 in the game. Pulls Bloomfield within 1. Foster with the basketball. Kicks it over to Miller. Miller from just inside the 3. Puts it up. No good. Tries to follow up the rebound. Smith has it. We're going to have a foul. Foul is going to be on Miller. Miller really hustling at time. You can't fault him for his hustle.
Sure can't.
Going the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Wildcats will be Cody Smith. He's 1 for 2 from the line there. Already has 10 in this first half. First shot up, scores it. Boone back in for, well, he's going to come in for Luke Stafford instead of Terry Clay.
Yeah, I thought he was coming in for Clay a while ago.
Well, he signaled that he was coming in for the shooter. Smith's second one up, good. Bloomfield back on top, 23-22. We got a seesaw battle. Horde with the basketball for the Gideon Bulldogs. Leighton Hensley is in for Bloomfield. We missed that exchange here. Ball off of his foot, out of bounds off Hensley's foot. Hensley is a 5'11 freshman. Bloomfield with 9 players on their team. Gideon with 9 players, so both teams have short benches.
Sure do.
Miller with the basketball, tried to hit Boone. Williamson with a steal. He's going to go the length of the floor. Foster tries to run in front of him to distract him, but no go as Kyle Williamson goes in. His 9th point on the night. 4th in the quarter. 25-22. Bloomfield back up by 3. Biggest lead by either team's been 4, I believe, Tommy.
I think that's right.
We've got a foul on Cody Smith that time. His first, going to the line to shoot 2, is going to be the freshman, Curtis Miller. Miller's 1 for 2 from the line so far in this game. First shot up will not go. Just a little short. Tell you what, I like the way this young man hustles.
Oh, he is a hustler.
I mean, he tells Coach, "I don't touch him. I don't do that." Second one up, scores it. You can tell he wants to play. He's a gutsy player. 25-23. Bloomfield on top by 2. Ball tipped out of bounds or thrown out of bounds by the Wildcats. Gideon will control it midcourt with 1:18 to go in the second quarter. Play with the basketball to Foster. Foster still with the ball, back to Clay. Clay drives in, he's going to put up a layup, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to go. It's going to go. Terry Clay with a layup. He put the ball up after he was fouled. And, that's what some things good happen.
That's right.
The worst thing that could have happened on that play is he had missed a shot and he only gets 2 free throws. Here he's only going to get 1 free throw because he got the basket.
That's right.
And we've got a tie game, a chance to put his team on top.
He looked good that drive. He
sure did.
Took that thing in there pretty strong with a little authority.
Rogers back into the game. Hensley is out. Shot put up and good. Getting back on top, 26-25 with 1:05 to go in the first half. Garnett with the basketball. He's going to drive. Goes all the way in, puts up a layup, will not go. Horde with the rebound. Under a minute to go, and he falls down. Gets the ball back. We're going to have a timeout by the Gideon Bulldogs. Coach Campbell saw that he was in trouble, so he just called a 20-second timeout. So Hensley over there is walking off. He turned that ankle on that foul, or got a knee to the knee when Clay drove in for Gideon. So he's trying to walk off an injury over there, and Bloomfield does not need any more players taken out of the game.
No, they don't. They got two on the bench now in foul trouble, and they're kind of short bench anyway.
Yep. Tommy, we were talking a little bit that next Friday night, of course, when you're watching this game, it's going to be January the 12th. We're going to be going to Bernie for our first visit to that gym. Going to catch the Dexter Bearcats there. Prior to that game is going to be a chili supper.
Oh, yeah.
All the chili you can eat from 4 to 6. Starts at 4 o'clock, goes to 6. It's $5 for adults, $2.50 for students. And again, the proceeds go to the softball team and the athletic field that they're trying to renovate there. So hope everybody, if you're going to the game, make it early, have a bowl of chili, and help support a good cause. Foster with a basketball down to Boone. First time he's touched it since he's been back in the game. He goes in, shoots a layup, no good. Rebound that time by Rogers of Bloomfield. He still has the ball, kicks the ball over to Smith. Smith puts it up, no good. With the rebound is Kyle Williamson. Off-balance shot, puts it up and in. Boone has it. Bloomfield back on top by 1. We have a charging foul as Boone used his forearm to push off. Jordan Boone with only his first foul. That's good for Gideon.
Yes, it is.
27-26. He did push off.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good call.
See if Bloomfield plays for 1. They've got the lead. I don't believe they're going to play for 1, Tommy. And Smith drives in. He's going to score and going to go to the line to try to convert on a 3-point play. I guess I called that. They're going to play for 1 with 25 seconds to go. Smith says, well, it looks like the lane's open. I'm going in and going to put up a layup.
I won this trip. We're going to.
They're showing Terry Clay with 4 fouls. Smith to the line to try to convert on the conventional 3-point play, and he scores. He's got a big first half going here. We'll give the first half stats in just a minute. Ball tossed down to Stafford. Stafford goes in for a layup. We're going to have a blocking foul on Tony Garnett. Going the line to shoot 2 will be Luke Stafford. He has 2 points on the evening. Had a layup in or 2 points in the first quarter on a field goal. His first free throws of the evening. First one up, no good. Bloomfield up by 4 with 14 seconds to go in this second period. Second shot up, scores it. Smith with the basketball. Kicks it over to Garnett. Garnett's going to drive. He goes inside, puts up a jump shot over Boone's hand, scores it.
Shot.
Sure was. Horn's going to go off as the ball's thrown down the length of the floor. The first half is going to end with the Bloomfield Wildcats on top of the Gideon Bulldogs, 32-27. Tommy, a good first half.
Oh, very good first half. I tell you what, both teams came out and really played some good defense. And Bloomfield had a couple players get in foul trouble pretty early, and they set out that a lot of the first quarter and about all the second quarter. I know they'll be glad to see Doomy back in there and Clary, and it's just been a well-played and a very well-called game. And it's just, as you said, we're probably going to have a barn burner here, and I think we're going to have it.
Well, I hope David heard that.
Well, he needs to. NASCAR cues the duck, and we cue the truck, don't we? So,
the truck or the barn, one of the two.
The fire truck. We'll cue the fire
There you go.
But it's been a good game, and like I say, a very nice crowd, and people are enjoying the game. I'm impressed with the Boone. The kid is a good player. We knew he was a good player coming in, and he's played a nice game and only set out very little and plays pretty aggressive and only picked up 1 foul late in the second quarter there, and he's doing good. He's carried Gideon, and both teams have turned it over a few times. I think Bloomfield's got about 11 turnovers, and Gideon has about 10, so they've turned it over about an equal number of times.
Well, here's the way the scoring went for the first half. For Gideon Bulldogs, Terry Clay was with 4 points. Jared Foster with 2. Curtis Miller with 2. Jordan Boone with 16. Luke Stafford for 3. That's 19, 21, 23, 27. That's correct. Free throw line, Dexter is 7 for, or Dexter. Gideon is 11 for 19. in the first half from the free throw line. Free throws go this way. Terry Clay was 2 for 5. Curtis Miller 2 for 4. Jordan Boone was 2, 4, 6, 8. He was 6 for 8. And Luke Stafford 1 for 2. Foul-wise, Terry Clay has 4 for the Gideon Bulldogs. Travis Miller with 3. Curtis Miller with 1. Dustin Horde with 2. Jordan Boone with 1. Luke Stafford with 1. For the Bloomfield Wildcats, scoring went this way. Tony Garnett with 2. Kyle Williamson with 11. David Clary with 4. Cody Smith with 15. Free throw-wise, Bloomfield was 5 for 9. Kyle Williamson was 1 for 4. Cody Smith was 4 for 5. Foul-wise, Tony Garnett has 2. Kyle Rogers with 1. Blake Harris with 1. Kyle Williamson with 1. David Clary with 3. Cody Smith with 1. And Kurt Doomey with 3. Anything else to add for the first half?
No, just Jordan Boone had a nice first half. He had 16, you say, and a nice first half, and a very well played first half. And I look for it to go down to the wire. We've got a good ball game. Teams are pretty equally matched.
Well, Tommy, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to start this second half here at the Bloomfield Gymnasium. Glad that you joined us. It's the Bloomfield Wildcats 32, the Gideon Bulldogs 27. We'll be right back.
Whether you're interested in a college degree or career training, Three Rivers Community College is a great place to start. Classes at TRCC can help you advance in your present job or start a whole new career. Convenient classes mean you don't have to give up your present job, and TRCC will help you find financial aid. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
So,
Kurt Doomey.
It's going to be a good second half.
Bloomfield starts the second half with a basketball. Down to Williamson. Williamson outside for 3. It's short. Rebounded that time by Stafford. Tries to throw the ball out to Boone, but ball taken away by Smith. He drives in, stops, pops, scores.
Tell you what, this Smith young man's playing against 17 points he's got tonight.
Got a great game going.
Sure
Bloomfield in a 2-2-1 zone press right now. They try to trap. We're going to have a jump ball as Clary and Smith tied up or got the Foster into the corner,
Sure did.
and then Smith tied the ball up. Ball will go on the alternate possession back to Gideon, or will stay with Gideon. Gideon handles the press, very nice. Horde goes in, shoots a running layup, no good. Rebound that time by Doomey. Doomey kicks the ball out to Smith. Smith with the ball and going to try to drive in. Stops, pops, puts it up, no good. Rebound that time by Doomey. Doomey's going to go in, puts a reverse layup
nice
in.
Shot.
Nice shot by Kurt Doomey. Bloomfield up by 9, their biggest lead by either team, 36-27. Boone with the basketball, 3-on-1, stops, gives the ball over to Horde. Horde with the reverse, no good. Ball rebounded by Horde, but taken away in there by Rogers. Rogers still with the basketball. This press has speeded up the game.
Sure has.
And, you know, that's what a press will do. Not necessarily the turnovers, but make them play the style you want. Clary in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded that time by Foster. Foster down to Miller. Miller in to shoot a layup. No good. Rebound that time by Boone. Boone inside, puts it up, scores it. Jordan Boone with 18 on the night. His first 2 of the second half, but 18 total on the night. Smith, on the other hand, Cody Smith for the Bloomfield Wildcats has 17. These two guys playing a good ball game.
Sure are.
Rogers going to drive the baseline, puts it up, reverse, tipped away by Boone. Boone with the basketball, crosses over and gives the ball down in the corner to Foster. Foster to Miller for 3, puts it up, no good. Rebound high up was Doomey off his hands, but coming away with it's Williamson. Williamson down, nice pass to Smith. He scores it. Nice pass that time. Good assist by Kyle Williamson.
He made that happen.
He sure did. 38-29. Foster with the basketball for Gideon. Kicks it back out to Miller, and good save from going across, but to Smith. Smith 1-on-1. Crossover dribble, loses the handle on it. Ball picked up by Stafford of the Bulldogs. Gives it back to Miller. Smith wanted that bucket. You can see that. I'm having a big game, and I want 2 more.
He's feeling it tonight.
Yeah, he is. Boone with the basketball to Miller. Miller to Foster, and Foster over to Stafford. Stafford drives the lane, going to be fouled. The foul that time is going to be on Cody Smith, his second. First foul of the half on either team. Ball inbounded to Horde. Horde thought about it, pulled it back, drives in, puts up a shot, scores it. Nice move that
Sure
time
was.
by Dustin Horde, his first 2 of the game. 38-31. Bloomfield on top by 7 with 5:10 to go in this third period. Cody Smith with a jump shot, in and out, rebounded by Boone. Boone has it. Gideon has the numbers, 3-on-2.
Nice
Kicks the
pass.
ball. What a nice pass to Foster, and he goes in and scores it. Nice hands that time by Jared Foster. Nice pass by Jordan Boone, assist there by him. And that's the 4th point for Jared Foster. Gideon back within 5. Oh, nice no-look pass that time to Doomie. Doomie turns around and scores it. Good move, but a great pass by
Sure
Kyle
was.
Williamson. No-look pass. Gideon handling the press. Had a little trouble with it a couple times, but since then they've been able to get it up and down the floor. Ford with the basketball, looks to Boone inside, but kicks it out to Foster. Foster over to Miller. Miller down in the corner to Stafford. Stafford tries to get Horde inside, but ball kicked out of bounds. Coming in for the Bloomfield Wildcats will be, I can't see the number. There it is. It's Blake Harris. Also coming in for Gideon is Cody Klein. Boone in the corner for 3. It's going to be short. Ball comes off on the short or on the long side there. Klein in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Smith comes away with the basketball. He's going to go. Kicks a pass over to Kirk Doomie. Ball tipped out of bounds by Foster of the Gideon Bulldogs. Cody Klein, he's a 6-foot junior. He's into the game for Gideon Bulldogs. Blake Harris with the basketball, goes in, puts up a layup, will not go. Ball taken away by by Foster, kicks it down to Miller. Miller goes up to shoot. Ball slapped away by Kyle Williamson. 3:56 to go in the third period. We've got a timeout by the Bloomfield Wildcats with 3:56 to go in the third period. Bloomfield 40, Gideon 33. We'll be right back. Shelton's Business Machines in Malden has copy machines, fax phones, computers, supplies, multifunctional digital products. That's Shelton's Business Machines. Give them a call today at 276-4803. Outside the Malden area, call toll-free at 1-800-339-4803. Shelton's Business Machines, located at the north entrance of Malden at the 4-way stop sign. Turn and go east across the railroad tracks. Business located on the left. Shelton's Business Machines for all your business machines. They not only sell, but they service what they sell. Shelton's Business Machines in Malden.
Well, as you said, Bloomfield came out with that, and that press looked real good. Speeded the game up, got it in the flow like they wanted it. Got a few easy buckets off of it. Gideon figured it out, started handling it pretty good, and it's just a 7-point lead for Bloomfield. It's just, like I say, it's just a nice game, and both teams getting up and down the floor.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names in your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs. I'll tell you what, these cheerleaders are so athletic
They
anymore.
sure
A young lady from Bloomfield did about 8 back flips there and just going down just to make it look so easy. That first one I would have done, first of all, it never got turned backwards,
Yeah.
but if I had of it, they'd have had to pick me up.
It would have been first and last for me if I had done.
Lori Fuquay, a nice job. I tell you what, these girls, these cheerleaders anymore, they are athletes.
Sure, and I tell you what, they put in a lot of hours.
Yes, they do.
And I'll apologize. I don't have their names tonight. Normally we try to at least recognize the cheerleaders by name, and I can tell them that next time we have them, we'll be sure to mention their name because they put in a lot of hard work and they cheer their team, get this crowd fired up, and I just admire them.
Gideon will inbound under their own basket. Oh, I didn't see who Boone put it in. I looked down right quick, and that's how fast I missed it. I think they slipped one past Bloomfield on that.
Did.
Smith with the basketball, drives in, puts up. It's the Boone and the Smith show.
Yeah, that's right.
Smith with 6 in the quarter, 21 in the game. Boone with 4 in the quarter, 20 in the game. 3:30 to go in this third quarter. Bloomfield on top of Gideon by 7. Klein with the basketball to Foster. Foster over to Miller. Miller in the corner to Boone. Bloomfield is in a zone. They're in a 2-1-2 zone or 2-3. Klein in the corner for three. Ball tipped out by Boone, but it goes to Smith. Smith feels it, drives in, puts it off the backboard. I tell you what, this young man's playing a game.
He sure is.
He is playing a game. He's filling it up. I don't mean just the scoring. He goes in, he knows what he's doing. He's not forcing the ball. He's getting good shots. Miller with the basketball down to Boone in the corner. 2-3 zone by Bloomfield. Ford with the basketball out to Miller. Miller thought about three, drives in, kicks it over to Foster. Foster down in the corner to Klein. Klein back to Foster. Foster to Boone. Boone down to Klein. Klein's going to put it up from three. No good. Rebound on the floor, too. Blake Harris. Bloomfield with the 9-point lead could go up by their biggest lead yet. 9 has been their biggest lead.
Yeah.
Harris with the basketball. To Smith. Smith from three, I believe. He scores it. They give him three. I tell you what, that young man is having a career night tonight.
He sure is.
He has 11 in the quarter, 26 in the game.
Playing a nice game. Hadn't forced anything, Bill.
No. The only thing he'd like to head back is that one-on-one layup down there a while ago. We've got got a good defensive play that time by the Wildcats. Walking call that time on Klein. Bloomfield up by 12, the biggest lead by either team with 1:55 to go in the third quarter. 47-35. We've got a pushing foul on Kirk Doomey. That's going to be his fourth foul. Doomey did not need that. Bloomfield did not need that. But since Doomey's been in the ball game, it's changed. It's changed for Bloomfield where they could go out a little bit on the lead.
That's right.
Klein coming out for the Bulldogs. Luke Stafford back in. Coming out is Kirk Doomey. Going in for him is Tony Garnett. He goes from 6'4" to 5'4", so he just lost a foot there. Foster with a basketball, spin move with it, kicks the ball over to Boone. Boone's going to drive with it, stops, pops, puts it up, scores it. Jordan Boone was 6 in the quarter, 22 in the game. 47-37, minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Smith puts up a shot, and he's going to be fouled by, I believe it's Miller. Travis Miller going to be his fourth foul. It is. Going to the line to shoot two is going to be Cody Smith. He's 4 for 5 from the line. First shot up will not go. Bloomfield with 2 fouls in this quarter. Gideon with 1. Second shot up, scores it. Foster with a basketball. Nice pass into Stafford. He drives the lane, puts it up and in. Nice drive by Luke Stafford that time. Stafford with 5. 48-39. Gideon's cut it to 9 with 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Garnett with the basketball. Gives it to Clary. Clary still with the basketball. Goes into the lane, puts up a jump shot, free throw line, scores it. David Clary with 6 on the night. Nice power move and put up a nice jump shot. We're under a minute to go in this third quarter. Ball tried to pass down deep on the baseline to Boone. The ball slapped around, taken away by
what a move.
Bloomfield Wildcats. Kyle Williamson, real good move.
Took that ball behind him and then brought it back and laid it up.
Williamson with 13 on the evening, 52-39. Boone from the corner for 3, scores it. Boy, he's had a big night too.
Sure has.
52-42, 20 seconds to go in the third period. Bloomfield on top by 10. Williamson with the basketball. Spin move with it, kicks it over to Clary. Clary thought about 3, going to drive in, put a running layup in, scores it. David Clary. 4 big points in this quarter, 8 on the night. 3 seconds to go. The ball to Boone. He's going to put up a 3 as the horn goes off. It will not go. The quarter ends with the Bloomfield Wildcats 54, the Gideon Bulldogs 42. We'll be right back. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malta Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121. Tommy, what do you think so far?
Well, when Kurt Doomey's in the game, it's just a different game for Bloomfield. They can open up a lot of things, and when he came in, they opened up a little lead, picked up that fourth foul. But Williamson went in there and filled in, moved in the inside, still done a nice job. And they just extended this lead out now to 12 points. And Gideon's going to have to kick it up and to get back in it, because Bloomfield's a hard team to come back on, because normally everybody on the team handles the ball pretty well.
Yep.
And I tell you what, can't say enough about Cody Smith tonight. He has played a fine game, both defensively and offensively.
Yep.
He sure scored, and he's played a good floor game.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plain or steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex, Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Well, Smith has 27 thus far in the game through three quarters. Boone has 25. And also in double figures is Kyle Williamson with 13 for Bloomfield. 54-42. Bloomfield will control the basketball to start this fourth and final quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the game. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. And I tell you what, it's a good ball game.
Been a fine game.
Garnett with the basketball with the Wildcats. He's looking inside for one of the players. This goes in and scores. Nice jump shot that time by Tony Garnett. He has 4 in the game. 56-42, 14-point lead by the Wildcats. Foster with the basketball to Miller, to Foster, to Boone, to Foster, back to Boone. Boone down in the corner to Miller. Boone's going to put up a three. No good. Ball rebounded out of bounds that time off of the Gideon Bulldogs. Bloomfield will get possession of the basketball with 7:21 to go in this game, leading 56-42. Gideon still in a man-to-man. Garnett with the basketball to Harris. Harris is going to put up a three off the rim, and we're going to have a push foul on Garnett of the Wildcats, his third. Bloomfield's third foul of the half. Gideon with only one foul in the half. I tell you what, this second half, no fouls,
no,
really.
it's not. It's been a pretty good played game.
Yep. 7 minutes to go in this contest. Down in corner to Boone, to Foster. Foster over to Miller. Miller down in the corner to Stafford. Stafford back. Oh, nice touch pass that time.
Another one.
Nice passing that time. A good reverse layup that time by Horde. He scores it. Great passing that time by the Gideon Bulldogs. That's the way you beat a zone.
That's right.
You throw it faster than they can move. Williamson with some spin moves, gives to Garnett for three. Puts it up, will not go. Rebounded that time by Foster from Gideon. 6.5 minutes to go. Gideon can cut the lead. Ball put up that time off the hands of Stafford, out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Coming in for Bloomfield is going to be Rogers. Going out is going to be Harris. 56-44. 6:20 to go in this game. Cody Smith with the basketball. He's had a great game tonight.
Sure
We've called
has.
his name a bunch. He gives the
Nice
ball
pass.
to Garnett. Garnett with the reverse. No good. Rebound Boone. Boone with the basketball. Gideon needs a basket. Ball down in the corner to Stafford. He tries to hit Horn underneath. Ball kicked out of bounds by Kyle Rogers. Gideon will control under their own basket. Terry Clay in for Gideon. Coming out will be Stafford. 6:05 to go in the game, Tommy. Boy, it's been a quick game.
It has. I tell you what, there's not been many fouls, nothing to stop that clock. It's just been going.
Foster with the basketball to Miller. Miller to Boone. Back to Miller. Over to Foster. Over to Boone. Boone on the baseline. Gives to Horde. Horde's inside the lane. Puts it up. In and out. Ball rebound. We got a push foul that time on Jordan Boone, I believe. Nope, I believe it's going to go against Kyle Rogers. Kyle Rogers with the push.
Rogers. I thought it was on Boone, too, the way they were looking.
Well, Boone pointed to the ref like I got pushed, and sure enough, I didn't, I wasn't watching that part, but the referee was. He saw it. Fourth foul on the Wildcats. Wildcats getting in foul trouble.
Yes, they are.
And they don't have a deep bench tonight. We got a walking call that time on Foster of the Bulldogs. Kirk Bibby's coming back into the game. Coming out is going to be Tony Garnett. Garnett with 3 fouls leaves Doomey with 4 fouls, comes in. Williamson with the basketball, gives to Doomey. Doomey with the spin move, goes in, puts up a layup, going to be fouled by Jordan Boone. That's what Doomey does to the game. He brings another facet to the game where it allows Williamson to work the outside to either shoot the 3 or penetrate.
Sure does.
But when he's out, Williamson has to work the inside, so that takes the penetration and the 3-point away, and that's why Doomey is very important to have on the inside. Doomey's first free throw up will not go. Kirk Doomey's second one up will not go. Terry Clay with the rebound, gives it to Foster. Foster down to Miller. Miller holds it up, gives it to Foster. Back to Miller, looks for Boone inside, can't get him, gives it to Horde. Horde with the basketball in the paint, kicks it out to Clay. Clay still with the basketball, gives it to Miller. Miller inside, tried to hit Horde, the ball taken away by Williamson. Williamson going to be called for carrying the ball. He didn't have control of the basketball, and it just slipped off his fingertips. 56-44, 5:16 to go in this contest. A 1-3-1 zone employed by the Wildcats. To Boone. Boone from the free throw line. Puts it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Williamson. Williamson with the basketball. Picks it up. Gives it to Smith. 5 minutes exactly to go in this contest. Williamson down to Doomey. Doomey with a turnaround jump shot. Scores it. Kurt Doomey. Nice move that time. Nice jump shot. I like the way he gets the ball up.
Too. Keeps it up.
Good things happen when it's up there. The little man can't get it. Right. Of course, Jordan Boone's not a little man. I didn't mean that. What a drive by Jordan Boone. I mean, he got the ball twirled. He said, I'm going to the hole, and he scores it. 27 on the night for Jordan Boone. Rogers with the basketball over to Cody Smith for 3. I tell you what, when you're hot, you're hot.
I believe he can kick it in tonight.
That's right. That's 30 points for Cody Smith as he banked it off the backboard. I don't believe he meant to do that, but he'll take it.
That's right.
Because in the books, it won't show that it's a bank shot. But 61-49, Bloomfield goes up by their biggest lead of 15 with 4:19 to go in the fourth period. We'll be right back in just a minute. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Well, as we talked about Cody Smith, I hate to just keep harping on that young man, but he deserves it. I tell you, he's had a heck of a game. And on the other side of the Gideon Bulldogs, Jordan Boone has had a nice game. And other players have really contributed a lot. And when Doomey's in the game, like we say, it's just a different ball game. They can do so many other things. And they've got Williamson in it. And you've got to stay on Smith, because if you don't, he's going to put it in on you tonight. Yep.
I want to say again, Stan Durham, Lonnie Hutchison, the official scorekeepers and clock guy runs the clock. They just do a great job. Always a lot of fun to talk to. We always reminisce. Eric Bowles, the principal, high school principal here at Bloomfield, just does a great job. And we're just tickled to death that they allow us to come in here and do these games. Again, we're going to be at Gideon next week and at Bernie for basketball games. So stay tuned to Channel 21, because you'll see a lot of basketball. We still got a lot of Bloomfield tournament yet to get filmed.
Yeah, that's right.
Film ready. Clay with the basketball inside to Horde to Foster. Foster down in the corner to Boone. 4 minutes exactly in this game. Gideon needs a bucket. Ball taken away by Clary. Clary's going to hold it up. Bloomfield in no hurry. Gives it to Williamson. Williamson's going to go inside. Loses the handle on the ball. Ball taken away in there by Miller. Miller with the basketball. Ball taken away by Smith to Clary. Clary with the basketball. Gives it to Williamson. Williamson all by himself. Goes in, puts it up for a layup. Kyle Williamson with 15 on the night. Nice play, that defensive play that time by the Wildcats. Ball tipped out of bounds there by Clary with 3:33 to go. Bloomfield up by 17. They just all of a sudden exploded in taking this game and put it away.
Sure they have.
Foster to Boone from the corner for three. In and out. Will not go. Rebound by Horde. He's going to go up with it. Score. In and out. Rebound by Doomey. Doomey's got the basketball. Gives it over to Clary. Clary with the ball across the timeline, gives to Williamson. Williamson goes in, puts up a jump shot, will not go. Rebounded that time by Rogers to Cody Smith for three. I tell you what, that young man has had a career night.
He sure has.
Unofficially, 33 on the night by Cody Smith. Boy, look at him smile. He knows he's had a game.
He has.
He'll probably want a copy of this tape.
I wouldn't doubt it. I sure would if I could score that. Man.
Well, I didn't score that in a career. Cody Smith with the foul that time, his third foul. He hasn't done enough, so he needed to foul so he can get in the scorebook. Coming in, David Clary going out for Bloomfield. Coming in is Jacob McNeil. He's a 5'8 freshman. Saw him play the JV game. A very good ball player. Oh, nice move that time.
Nice.
Quick move that time by Horde. Dustin Horde with his 6th point of the night. Garnett with the basketball to Smith as he falls down. Boone with it. Boone drives down, puts up a shot, it scores it. Boone does a bank shot. His 29th on the night. Bloomfield getting a little out of control late in this game. No need to be in a hurry. Gideon with the press, causing some turnovers. Boone with the basketball. Going to drive in, puts up a scoop shot. It will not go. Rebound by Garnett. Ball taken away by Miller to Boone. Boone scores it. 66-52 with 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Gideon making a run at it. They haven't quit. We're going to have a foul that time on the Gideon Bulldogs. Foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Dustin Horde, his third. Coming in for the Bloomfield Wildcats is going to be Leighton Hensley. Going out is Kirk Doomey.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, this guy is shooting lights out. Cody Smith, he has had a night. 36 points. He's got 3 threes in this fourth period. He gets the ball. I mean, he just feels it.
He sure does.
Boone with a drive. He scores. Boone with 8 1/4. He only has 33 on the night. 36-33. Smith over Boone. Garnett with the ball, minute and a half to go. He's got a minute 33 to go, and he's going to be fouled by Foster. Foster with his first foul of the night. Bloomfield will inbound from the sideline. Neither team in a 1-on-1. The ball to Rogers. Rogers back to Garnett. 69-54. The freshman has it. McNeil gives the ball to Rogers to Garnett inside. Nice pass that time. Garnett with his 6th point of the evening. 71-54. 1:12 to go in this contest. Foster with a drive, will not go. Rebound by McNeil on the air ball. Reaching in that time is going to be Terry Clay. That's going to be his 5th foul of the game. Bloomfield will control out of bounds. Neither team in the 1-on-1. Terry Clay leads the game with 4 points. He was 2 for 5 from the line and 1 field goal. Stafford will come in to replace Clay. 1:06 to go in this contest. Glad that you joined us on Channel 21. Ball taken away by a very hustling Stafford that time by the Bulldogs. 1 minute to go. Foster kicks the ball over to Horde for 3. No good. Rebound by Miller. Miller's going to be pushed by Garnett. It's going to be his 4th foul. Gideon will inbound the basketball underneath their own basket. 54 seconds exactly to go. Bloomfield's going to go to 4-6 on the season, Tommy.
Yeah, that's right.
Gideon's going to fall to 3-7. Miller with a drive, scores it. Travis Miller with his first 2 of the game. Garnett with the basketball. Gives it to Smith. Smith's going to be fouled by Stafford. Stafford's second. Bloomfield will inbound on the side there at center court. 38.2 seconds to go. Next foul will put both teams into a 1-and-1. Next foul will be either team will put the other team in a 1-and-1. Both teams with 6 fouls in this half. McNeil with the basketball. Still with it. Drives in, puts up a shot, scores
nice
it.
shot.
Jacob McNeil, his first 2. 73-56, 25 seconds to go. Boone with the basketball, gives it to Stafford. Stafford back to Boone. Boone for 3, will not go. Rebound by Horde underneath, puts it up, no good. Ball tipped around, gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Ball tipped around and rebound by McNeil. And we're going to have a foul on Horde. It's going to be his 4th foul. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be the freshman Jacob McNeil. He just scored. That's his 5th foul, I guess I should say. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jacob McNeil. He's a 5'8 freshman. Coach Lanning and a lot of people there at Bloomfield really like him and this Blake Harris.
Yeah.
And they like this Leighton Hensley. So they've got some young guys coming on.
Sure have.
His free throw up, scores it. 74-56. Bloomfield's going to have a double win tonight. So they won the JV game 84-56. And they're up by 18 with 12.9 seconds to go in this contest. Second shot, Jacob McNeil scores it. Bloomfield again staying with that 1-3-1. We're under 10 seconds to go in the game. Ball inside to Horde. He's going to drive, puts it up. No good. Rebound that time put up by Horde. As he got his own rebound, he's going to be fouled. Going to the line to shoot 2 with 0.4 of a second to go is going to be Dustin Horde. I will say one thing about Gideon. There's been no quit.
No, they sure have.
They really hustle. Horde's first shot will not go. Dustin Horde is a 5'11 junior. We'll have some final stats for you right after this game, so stay with us. Second shot up, scores it. All Bloomfield will do. I'm surprised Smith didn't shoot the basketball.
I am
as hot
too.
as he is, it would have gone in.
Sure would have.
He really played a great game.
Yes, he did. I'll tell you what, both teams played a fine ball game. Both of them stayed after each other, and it was a very well clean, very well called ball game. Not much fouling going on. Bloomfield just kind of pulled away there in the mid-4th quarter, and Kyle Doomey came in and played good. He stayed in foul trouble, but you got to give the Bloomfield Wildcats credit. They regrouped without their big man in the center, and you can't say enough about Cody Smith. Cody Smith done everything tonight but kick it in from backcourt. And he did it. We've watched him play several times, and he always plays very good at that point guard position. But tonight's the first time I've ever seen him really turn loose and score like that. He did a nice job. And on the other side, Jordan Boone. Jordan Boone had a nice game.
Yes, he did.
Scored a lot of points. And it was just a real good ball game. Both teams are well matched. But like I say, Bloomfield just kind of pulled away there in the 4th quarter and put the ball game away, 75-57. And it's Bloomfield moves to 4-6. And the Gideon Bulldogs move to fall to 3-7, and I don't know who Bloomfield plays next, but I really don't know. Does Richland go to Gideon Tuesday night? Is that who we play? Richland. That'll be a good ball game. Richland come in off of a very good Christmas tournament. That'll be a good ball game. Gideon will have to be ready for them because the Rebels are playing very well.
What was that final score, Tommy?
I think it was 75-57.
That's what I've got, 75 points. So I guess my points are correct.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Let's give a rundown on the game right quick. Tony Garrett for Bloomfield had 6. Jacob McNeil had 4. coming off the bench as a freshman, scored there in the last of the game. He was 2 for 2 from the line and got the 1 field goal. Kyle Williamson had 15, David Clary 8, Cody Smith 36, Kurt Doomey 6, total of 75 points. Bloomfield was 8 for 15 from the free throw line. For the Gideon Bulldogs, Terry Clay had 4, Travis Miller had 2, Jared Foster had 4, Curtis Miller had 2, Dustin Horde had 7, Jordan Boone had 33, with 5 was Luke Stafford, total of 57 points. Gideon was 12 for 21 from the free throw line. Tommy, any closing comments?
Oh, just a very well played game. We enjoyed bringing it. Glad to be here on Channel 21. We'll be back to get to Bloomfield Wildcats another time or two this year, and it's always fun to come up here to Bloomfield. Like you say, these people really treat you nice, and they appreciate good basketball just as we do. So that'll be all I have to say till next Tuesday night.
Well, looks like twins out there on the floor.
Getting them ready.
So is that Coach Garnett's twins? We don't know whose twins they are, but they're having a good time
sure
out there. I think we're going to jump ball and we're going to get after it here right quick.
Toss it up.
Again, congratulations to the Bloomfield Wildcats, Coach Lanning and his crew, and had a little adversity this week, but they came through it. Good win for them. Gideon Bulldogs, we knew it would be a good ball game.
Yes,
they just all of a sudden, Cody Smith got extremely hot and just matched baskets with Jordan Boone, and it was just a good ball game for the Bloomfield Wildcats. Again, I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs. Eric Hendricks, our cameraman tonight. We thank you for joining Channel 21. Until next time, don't forget, put those seatbelts on, folks. We want to see you back at next week's game. And live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow.